Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Parker. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The LSU Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. When these two teams square off against each other, they know the legacies they carry, and that'll be evident in this one, guys.
Alabama-LSU is one of my favorite games each and every year because this is one of the fastest games you'll see all season. There is so much NFL first-round talent on the field every time these two teams play.
Year after year, we could go back and name so many names, but you're right. The draft is going to call them. The stakes are always high. The conference always...
He tries to take the top off. And incomplete on the deep ball. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field, and the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play be.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the left side. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Young. At the 35, he's open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Pushes toward the goal line. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. You like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Nussmeier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are on the move. Lets it fly deep downfield. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Big time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Working the middle. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. On the return, it's Anderson. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. One final play before the end of the quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. Unleashes one deep. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Nussmeier. They'll run the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And he's brought down after a nice game. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Grab near the marker, it's Daniels. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Oh, and the QB so lucky that that one wasn't picked off. These are small windows to throw into down here in the red zone. Defense tipped it up in the air. A lot of defenders lurking around. Lucky that ball hit the ground.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He's looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback in the first possession.
And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Rolls onto the field. He'll keep it himself. Makes one man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And a lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same 5-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
Smashes through.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Fires and picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Line gets set, first down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Completes it in the middle. Oh, what a move to get room. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
LSU will get a first down.
That's a risky play call there, fourth and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
He makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown time! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. And he's backed up deep in his own territory. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Unloads it downfield. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
And a few anxious moments, but the Hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Grab near the sticks. It's Bernard. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. They go.
He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. There throws toward the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
After the misfire, now on second down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Lacey. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. On second down, wants to throw. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And that's 2 times he's gotten to the quarterback. Crimson Tide linebackers have a long history of getting after the passer, whether it's Will Anderson, Derek Thomas, Cornelius. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's... Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So LSU's offense takes the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Got his man downfield.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
He lets it fly. He caught it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle it. They'll stop him at the 3. LSU lining up 1st and goal. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, LSU! And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a matchup between these 2 guys. I know they'll never go head-to-head, but, David, you know they're trying to one-up each other.
No, this is head-to-head, and I'm watching everything you do, and I'm going to try to do it better. So I'm interested to see if anybody makes some mistakes and presses a little bit, knowing that dude's on the other side of the field.
You're right, David, because you know these guys are competitors, right? This is going to feel like a video game. The scoreboard is going to be lit up.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to pass, trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it...
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because...
Got a lot of running room. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's off to the races. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Purdue pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. A masterful road performance, or as Coach likes to call it, Boilermakers football. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Push down for the tackle.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is a third and long. Time to take a shot. He's got it on the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Got his man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Quick strike complete. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
On the double.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Caught near the sticks, it's Lacey. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Touch pass on the run. Hard running there. Can anyone catch him? Past the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He's got an open man. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Tide. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. They'll line up for a second down play. He wants to throw it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. First down here for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Coming after it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll let it go down the right side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. To the air, it's Milroe. They're trying to get to it. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the catch. It's long. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Bama! What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think we got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved. Just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they...
Looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Right down the middle. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll do it himself. At the 35, he's loose. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Racing down the left side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On the move, it's Young. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game.
They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Gets it out quickly. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And here comes the offense on second down. He uncorks one deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, LSU! And that one will give them the lead. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs...
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off play action. Looking down the middle. It's caught. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Milroe. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Quarterback will audible. He's back to throw on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. Sends it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here comes the offense on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. A third and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. New set of downs after that completion. The back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Daniels. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. They're setting up the screen. Thrust that arm out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. The sure hands, it's Daniels. just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going for 6. Touchdown LSU! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. He has been surgical. Precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Complete to the left. Turns it on at midfield. And he's running in the open. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown tie.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 28 over Duke. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Comes out throwing on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Lacey. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Durham. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
They want to just keep throwing it. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Offense getting set for 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 20, he's got space. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Back to throw, it's Milroe. On the move, he fires. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Anderson. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Game is tied, just a few minutes to play, and we'll see if this defense can stop a scoring drive. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Now on first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. He'll take the deep shot. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Using the quick game.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama!
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Get it out on the screen. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Going up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You know, I feel for this offense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, no, the ball popped out.
How about the defense coming up